Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ready to rock and roll. Well, welcome to this magical call that's turned out to be so much greater than I ever imagined. It started with a question. For one language, can we create a call that talks about ways we uninvite money in our lives? And then next thing I knew, we have many languages and probably close to 750 or 800 people who are joining us on this, whether it's live or listening to the replay later. And I just want to start by thanking all of you for your desire to even choose to come on. Whether you ever listen to this or not, your energy just opened new doors to new possibilities around the world to explore, become more aware of the places we are uninviting money. And what happens is it tends to be not just money we uninvite when we're choosing to uninvite money. Hope I got my translators okay with that. Hugs to all of you and all your notes in this chat and all the amazing places you're saying hello from. I am so excited. I finally made it home. I am in the DC area. My travels yesterday from Dublin were very adventurous with the weather. And it's so nice to see all of you from Poland and India and Canada and Germany and Australia and New Zealand and everywhere else, Croatia, Russia, so many of you. Thank you for being here. One of the things that I want to say is we have about an hour together today. So it's going to look a little bit different than it usually does on a Zoom with me. If you do have a question, I'm just going to ask that you actually ask it in the chat. And if it's in a different language, that's okay, because we can have our translators ask it for you. But one of the things when I was looking at this particular call was all the places that we actually know we're not inviting money into our lives. And then there's so many areas we uninvite. And what it is actually unconsciousness. We may not even realize that we're doing it. So I'm curious. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. And if this is your first time on a Zoom with me, I'm Laleh Hancock. I'm a certified facilitator for Access Consciousness. And I have 2 businesses that contribute to different kinds of people around the world. Businesses, kids, adults, veterans, athletes, just name a few. And I will be sharing with you guys just things that are my own awareness, but also tools that we've learned from Access Consciousness. And one of those actually is really empowering us to ask questions. And as you ask a question, there will be something that comes up. And what comes up is sometimes an energy. It's thoughts, feelings, emotions. It's all these points of views around that question. And whatever comes up afterwards, we're going to say the magic wand is this clearing statement, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And with it, it really takes all the places and all the spaces where you have any conscious or unconsciousness around this topic. Whether you realize it or not, it's literally sweeping it out of your world and out of the points of views being there so that you can create something greater, so you can choose something greater. And with it today, we might be saying questions in these clearings a lot. Because uninviting anything is that space of actually not being fully aware of your actions. So I'm wondering how much us together today can create a world of so many more possibilities. Now, if a question pops up for you, just stick it in here. I'll be happy to read it and share it with the whole group. But my first question is, what did you know when you saw this class name and you chose you wanted to be part of it? Like, what do you know and what are you aware of? And what is it that your knowing can contribute to you, but to contribute to people beyond you, really, that you haven't acknowledged yet? So whatever that is, and anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness, would you now be willing to actually let it go and open those gates to actually having more awareness? And anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It's so beautiful to see all my friends sending little messages on the chat. Thank you for being here. So what is it that you are aware of that keeps uninviting money into your life? And if anything pops up, put it in the chat. Let me know what it is. Okay, so Eva says that I'm energetically, unconsciously uninviting money. And I know that somewhere in me know a lot, especially about money, and that I always had a lot of money in earlier lifetimes. Cool, awesome. Okay, now, whatever comes up, it's okay if you become aware of it in words. Some of it may not be words. Some of it may be that you become aware of it as an energy. Okay, so everything that came up, whatever it was, that for you, impatience, vulnerability, oaths and vows, whatever came up for all of you, would you now be willing to let all of that information say, okay, thank you so much. Now I have more awareness of it, but I don't have to hold on to it. So anything I've chosen in any lifetime that keeps this in place, I now destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so with what Eva was saying, it's really interesting, okay? Money is one of those funny things. It's like the one thing in this reality that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what job you have, it doesn't matter how many homes you have or how much money is actually in your bank account. People tend to go, they don't have enough. Now, it only takes one person to have that point of view. It takes one person to think, I don't have enough money in my bank account. And all of us around the world, we may not know it, but we are very psychic and we have our little antennas of awareness up and we hear it, whether it's energetically, whether it's someone actually saying it out loud, and we say, oh, I don't have enough money in my bank account. And then we create it. So all the places and the spaces where you learned to uninvite money into your life, and all the reasons and justifications that you have created with it, would you now be willing to actually destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pon, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Now on this one, I'm not going to have you guys ask it live. You can do it in the chat. Just the noise factor. We have a lot of languages on today. Okay, so when you hear the word money, what does money mean to you? What comes up for you? Okay, so whatever those words are, problems, energy, all of this stuff, fear, I will harm, problems, getting over, elusive, choice, whatever these words are, okay, every single one of these words, doesn't matter they're good or bad, they're the right thing to say about money, all of it, if you have any point of view about each of those, will you now be willing to destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What if you have no point of view about money? Okay, cool, how does it get better? And is that true for you? Then how does it get better? Sometimes we have these hidden, secret definitions, points of views about stuff. If you have one of those, all the shiku implants and explants that are holding those points of views out of your awareness, would you be willing to destroy and create all those? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And if you really don't, how does it get better? Cool, you know, just how does it get better? But anyone who does, and whatever comes up, and this is not something for a one time, guys, okay? Every single day, your first question you can ask is, what points of views do I have about me? What points of views do I have about my capacities and abilities? What points of views do I have about money and generating wealth? Whatever it is, just every single day, ask questions and destroy and create it. Because even though you didn't have that point of view yesterday, doesn't mean you didn't pick something up along the way. Okay, so not right, not wrong to have a point of view, but those are the things that hold in place what we can have and what we make a little more difficult to have in our lives. So what points of views are you using to generate and create the money that you are choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah, Judy, that's exactly it. You said, whatever it takes, can I unhide all the secret hidden points of views about money, points of views about me and money and generating wealth? Yes, because that's what it is. It's actually when you're uninviting money, you're actually uninviting you. You're uninviting your capacities, your abilities, your talents, your gifts. So that's such a great way of saying it. Anything you have chosen from any lifetime, space, dimension, and reality to define what you can and cannot be, do, have, perceive, receive, will you now destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Let me take a few steps, okay? Because I kind of jumped right in and some of you guys are like, ooh. Okay, so you are an infinite being and you have this magical body. And this body is here with you in partnership of embodiment. And it's also here with the embodiment of the earth and everything else. Now, being an infinite being, it's really infinite being, knowing, perceiving, receiving with no point of view. And hallelujah, if that's one of you guys is out there and you have no points of view. For the ones who have points of views, notice the moments in your life, though, that you're willing to do something, you're willing to go places, and you don't really stop and have doubt. The places where you don't say, I can't do this because it's not good or bad. Those are the places where you're actually willing to be anything and everything. Those are the places where you're not trying to go from you being this infiniteness to you having to fit into this reality. And when you try to fit into this reality, those are the moments where you actually have to give up what you know to become more unconscious in areas to stop you from choosing it. Now, what if none of this had to apply anymore? So it doesn't matter even 10 seconds ago what you did, what you didn't do, okay? I'd like to, in this 45 minutes we have together, invite you to a different possibility, not just with money, but with everything and money, okay? So those moments where you are willing to try anything and everything, hallelujah, how much more fun can you have? Those moments where you're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this. I'm not sure. Ask a question. If you say, I'm not sure, cool. Okay, so if I chose this, what will my life and the world be like in 5 years? If I didn't choose this, what will my life and the world be like in 5 years? If you have nothing else to start with, that's a great question to ask. Because what you start to do is get out of your head. Stop trying to figure out if it's right or wrong. Stop figuring out if you know how to do it or not do it. And you invite the world, the universe, to actually come and contribute information to you. So, if you weren't trying to get anything right or wrong, meaning you weren't trying to decide, okay, today I did get the $50 that I desired, or the $500, or the $5,000. Would you be willing instead to say, I would like to add more into my life and living? Okay, I would like to have a new car. I would like to be able to share what I know with 1,000 people. Whatever it is, do it from a broadness. And now ask, what would I have to be or do different today to have the money show up? See, when we uninvite money, it's a lot of times because we've made something be good or bad. It's the moments where we decided we had to have it show up in one way. It's the moments where we went to conclusion or a point of view. It's those moments that we said, okay, money is bad or money is good, or if I have money, my friends may not like me, my family may have issues with it, my family may want all my money, my friends may want all my money. It's like all these different things that we have in our heads. that stop the magical flow of money to come into your life? Yeah, that's cool questions. Okay, so what does money mean to you? Whatever that is, would you be willing to destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, online, shorts, boys and beyond. If money didn't look anything the way you thought it would look like, if money was not coins, I don't even know what country it's from. It's one of the ones I visited probably in the last few years. Okay. If this was not money, okay, what else could it contribute? It's pretty though. How many definitions do you have of the ways you're allowed to receive money? That doesn't seem like one. All the decisions, projections, expectations, judgments, conclusions, and computations you've made about money, would you now be willing to destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What have you defined money is that it's not? What have you defined money is not that it is? Everything that is, we destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What definition of money are you using to align and agree with your country's points of view about money? Everything that is, we destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So it's interesting. It's not just about your country, but all the points of views that people in your country have. What if you didn't have to have the same? Would you be willing? Well, okay, well, maybe we're not there yet. Okay, I'm going to say that one later. Okay, so you guys are representing a lot of countries here. Would you be willing to be the one person from your country who does not have to have the same definition as everybody else in your country? Would you be willing to be that? Anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Now, what definition have you bought and sold as money that is not even your definition of money? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so what points of views, definitions, reference points, objectives, and conclusions have you made about money that belong to your family, friends, society, enemies? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. When you were a little boy or a girl, did you ever worry about money? Okay. At what age did you define how you can and cannot invite money in your life? What comes up for you guys? Okay. All right. Really interesting. Numbers is 3. Yep. 16, 9, 14, 7. Okay. So whatever that is, we don't have to make it significant. So whatever age you chose, the appropriate way and inappropriate way to invite money in your life, we're just trying to create all of that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, pop, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. If you had no point of view to the ways money had to show up in your life, what other ways does money desire to flow into your life? Into your wallet, into your bank account, into your house, into your car, into every aspect of your business, every aspect of your personal life. And anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness of all of that with total ease, we destroy and create it. Right, wrong, get him out, pump, pop, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, guys, I get what I'm saying. We kind of jumped right into this. Like, well, a lot of you are in different spaces right now when I'm talking about money. Okay, so would you put your feet firm on the ground just for a moment? Okay, and we just take a breath and just be like, whew. Now, what if you know more about money than you ever acknowledged? And everywhere you've made it be difficult for you to have money, will you please return all those points of views and all those definitions back to whoever you learned them from and send them consciousness and allow them to know they can choose something different. But everywhere you've made that be your present, your past, and your future, we destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, pop, all night shorts, boys and beyond. Money is really playful. Money is not serious. Money is not saying you are good, you are bad, I only go to the people that are good. Money does not care. Money has no point of view, okay? The biggest key to all of this is your points of views and your body. Your body is the magical, sensual, sensational part that actually desires the money. You as the infinite being could not give a crap about money because you're infinite. You can go anywhere, you can be anything, you can do anything. You don't require the money. Your body, yum, yes, it does. It desires the roof or, you know, something to like cover you so you don't get wet. It's what desires to consume the food. It's what desires to eat and drink. Your body's the one that pulls money in. Your body is the one that desires jewelry. Your body, 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 body. So when you start to actually receive with your body is when you stop inviting everything to go away from you. Okay? Now, if you're like, what the hell is my body? That's okay too, okay? Just a starting point. Hi, body, how are you? Thank you so much for being here with me. Gratitude. Okay, now, body. Everything I've ever said about you, I'm really sorry. And I just gonna destroy and create all those projections and expectations. Everywhere I said we couldn't have money, I destroy and create all of that. Everywhere we uninvited it by lying to ourselves, anywhere we allowed anyone else's points of view about us, about money, get in our way, we're going to destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pun, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, imagine, okay, how much money currently exists in the planet. Like, think about it. All the money that's ever been printed, all the coins that exist in the whole world. Can you just for a moment, just be like, okay, show me how much you are. How much money actually exists in the world? What do you perceive? What are you aware of? Money, there's a lot of money. Okay, now, it's your choice if you're going to be one of those people who's going to live in abundance or scarcity. If you go into there's not enough money, you will only attract not enough money. If you're willing to live in abundance and you're willing to actually have it, you're going to have money showing up in your life. But it's not just money that shows up. It's money, it's joy, it's ease, it's deliciousness, it's orgasmic food, it's all these other things that end up showing up in your life because you're no longer uninviting it into your life. So all the definitions you bought from anyone, including you, to live a life of scarcity, to live a life where you have to work hard, we destroy and create all of that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Money is not here to be the creation. Money, part of what you desire to create, invites the money into your life. Money is not the source. Everywhere you have made money, which is energy, the source of your life and living, we destroy and create all of that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pun, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So if money was not the source, guess who is? You. You be the source to everything in your life and living. And the life you have today and the amount of money you have today reflects how much you are willing to be grateful for you and your body. So I'm wondering, if you no longer had to think of how it's done, how you and what you have to do to bring money in your life, what if right now you could choose and say, you know what? Okay, whether I like it or not, that's how it is right now. This is where I am, but I'm not going to choose that moving forward. It's your demand of you. Okay? The only thing that can change your life, including your money and your finances, is the willingness to demand of you to change it. But demanding, what do you desire to add to your life and living? And most of us have no clue. So that's okay. Start. Okay, what would I like to have in my life? Okay, I would like to have a car. I would like to have the ability to go to this class. I would like to have more clothes. I would like to have a man in my life. Whatever, like whatever that is, start with something. Okay? Ask. The ask is what ignites the universe to contribute to you. Okay? If you have no ask and you only say, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, you create everything that matches I don't have this. So all those secret, hidden, invisible, all that stuff, all those shiku implants and explants ever holding I don't have, will you now destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah, everywhere. Okay, now here's the deal, okay? I've never heard Gary Douglas say this, but he said this at the relationship class in Dublin, okay? Now, we know What we think and what we say is what creates our lives, okay? Whatever you think, whatever you say, you literally have to match that to what shows up in your life. That's why your point of view needs to change. When you change it, you actually allow something else to actually show up in your life. But one thing he said was what you think and what you say is actually the words of the laws of the universe. Not to make it significant, okay? Significance kills your money flows. Destroy and create all the significance, right? Wrong, good, bad, pump, all night, shorts, boys, and meows. But when you go into the wrongness of you, when you say, I can't do this, I don't have this, when you say, I'm bad, or I didn't do something, you create that as a law of the universe. Okay, I know some of you guys, your head's about to spin, or it is. Okay, so everything that is, we destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Your words, your thoughts, and you are powerful. You uninvite by everything you're being, you're doing, you're saying. All your actions are what's going to create what's in your life. You have to know when you go into wrongness, you don't make one thing be wrong. You are opening the doors to every part of your life to match what you just said is wrong with you. What if nothing is ever wrong with you? What if everything just is? It didn't work out. Oh, that didn't work out. What else can I choose? What else is available for me to choose I've never considered before? Don't go into the laws and yours and the universe and all that. Don't make it significant. I'm just saying you create what you think and what you say and what you be. To be money is what's going to bring money. You have to be willing to be what you're asking for it to show up in your life. So if you would like to have $1,000, you have to be willing to be the energy of $1,000. If you would like $10,000 to show up in your life, you have to be willing to be the energy of $10,000. Now, all of it is nothing. It's just this reality, guys. That's you making this reality of, I have to do this to deserve to get this. That's this reality. Beyond this reality, the you, the infinite being that you be, it's not that at all. It's you have an ask. You ask for something and you immediately receive it. You receive it somewhere in some lifetime, some reality, somewhere, okay? But it usually is an ask that is different reality than your current reality. So you have to be willing to destroy and create all those points of views you have that hold it in place in this reality. And be willing to demand of you. Step up, be whatever's required, whatever that energy is to have what you're asking for, to be willing to step into this new reality and have this new reality you're asking for. And you have to be willing to do it with no matter what it takes. And it might take, you have to let go all your attachments to all the people that are still here. They haven't stepped into this new reality. Are you willing to be anything? Are you willing to lose everything? Willing to lose everyone? Because when you're not, you're holding energetically the old reality in place. You cannot step into the new reality until you're willing to let all of this go. The willingness to lose it all doesn't mean you have nothing. It means you have no attachment. You have nothing locking you in place. You're now allowing the possibilities and this new reality to actually contribute to you having it. You allow the earth to contribute, the animals, the sun. You allow money to contribute. You allow other people and their bodies to contribute. You allow the house to contribute. You allow your pets to contribute. You now open the doors to all the different ways that money and abundance and wealth actually desires to be part of your life. You allow everything to contribute. You're so welcome. Now, okay, we can focus on problems and they will take you in circles, okay? Problems can never get you out of problems. Problems is you going into that energy of trying to figure it out and looping back to get the same result. Now, if something's not working, you just say, okay, I tried this, we'll try something different. You just have to make it non-significant. That's the key. When you make something significant, you lock it in place. You don't allow anything other than that or any other awareness. You go into a box, okay? You put your thoughts, those points of views in a box, and you can't go beyond it. But when it's not significant, it's just like, okay, it didn't work. Cool. Now I know. I have the awareness. Now what else can I choose? Now what else can I add to my life and living? The adding, that's that generative energy. That's the energy that allows you to go beyond this reality of, if I do this, I get this. Now, the generative reality beyond this reality is, I can be something and I can take action, and my action can have ripple effect on different things that can show up in my life. Now, so many of you guys, I don't know if it's all of you, but so many people go into this generative energy. And then what they do is they say, oh, I don't have to do anything. I just have to be energy. No, no, no. There's actions involved in you receiving. You have to be willing to be the energy, but you also have actions you have to take. And one of those actions is to continuously add to your life. It's continuously ask for more. It's the willingness to not just stop and halt. You allow the energy to continue to expand, continue to grow. And when you do that, you actually allow not one thing to be created and actualize in this reality. You allow different possibilities to open up and different realities to expand and different things that could show up in your life. Do you guys, does that make sense? Or yeah, okay. One thing about your mom, okay, that's the thing. You can allow your mom to control your whole life and her points of views, or you can stop making her be the excuse and you can allow you to choose. When you choose and your willingness to go, even if no one else is coming, you allow you to be the inspiration for your mom and other people. You don't allow you to be stopped. You don't allow all the things that want to invite themselves in your life to stop at the door. So everything you've done to stop you and to stop all the different contributions of the universe, we now destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump rock, all night, shorts, boys and beyond. Hey Dabs, you said, so what would it take to be willing to lose everything? It literally starts with you saying, okay, any attachment I have to anything or anyone, I'm willing to destroy and create all of it. Because when you're not willing to lose something or anyone or a person or something like that, there's something that's holding it in place. And a lot of times it's the lie that if you let them go, they will die, or they will get hurt, or they won't be able to take care of themselves. But it's actually a lie of this reality to keep you small. When you have no attachment to anyone or anything, you actually empower them to choose greater. You allow you to open more doors of possibilities that allows them to know, oh, wait a second, I can actually go over here instead of just staying in my house. You empower them. With my mom, I love my mom. We were very close, and I always wanted to take care of her. And the minute I started to choose for me, of course, at first she was a little upset because I wasn't spending as much time with her, and she felt I was selfish and all this other stuff, which, by the way, you can make more money when people judge you. And then she doesn't even realize it. But because I was willing to still do these things for me, for the first time when she was like 72, she chose to move, go to a place that's far away from here, near my other sister. And she would have never chosen for herself. She would have never done that if I wasn't willing to do that, because she wouldn't have known it's even possible. Now, she tried it for 2 years, didn't like it, and then she moved to this city again. But during that time, she learned so much. And if we keep thinking our friends, our families, our children, our businesses, our coworkers, our clients, anyone, that you don't want to lose them, you're actually holding them back from having awareness they can have, from feeling empowered that they can choose something greater. So when you don't choose greater for you because of other people, you limit them, but you limit the whole world. So everywhere you've been choosing to be the small you instead of the infinite you, because of how others might react, or because it might not work out for other people in your city or your country or your household or whatever, would you be willing to destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump back on nice shirts, please. Yeah, you're cute. Yeah. Oh my God, thank you so much, Vivian. I'm so grateful. Okay, now, one of the things that I really want to share is that it starts with you being willing to be grateful for you and have the 5 elements of intimacy with you. So gratitude, trust, allowance. And I mean, when you're willing to be grateful for you, no matter what, even if you think you made a mistake, okay? Even if you think everything you ever did in your life was wrong, just for a moment, going into gratitude of you will increase your money flows, increase more people coming into your life. It'll increase ease in your life. Like, gratitude is one of these energies, and it's even more, it like exponentializes itself when the gratitude's not just about you being grateful for somebody else. That's magic. That's great. Do it. Be grateful for others. Be grateful for your life, whatever. But when you start being grateful for you, and you come out of that wrongness, you will open up all these places you've uninvited you into your life. All these places you've uninvited money into your life. All these places you've uninvited the gifts of the universe. And you allow the receiving of it. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I can't stress that enough. Now, gratitude for you, because when you're grateful for you, the level of gratitude you have for everything else and everyone else exponentializes, and you allow there to be more gratitude with people in your life, strangers you meet on the street, and it just expands the space beyond this reality to exist in this reality. And when you have gratitude, there's a willingness to have more joy. There's a willingness to have more of everything in life, which also attracts money. When you're willing to be that space, that is the energy frequency of where money is. Money does not like to come play when you're upset or sad or you're blaming yourself or somebody else or when you're whatever. Money is here. Money is high frequency, which is where joy is, where ease and gratitude are. So would you be willing every day, before you even get out of bed or sometime in the morning, just write down a few things you're grateful for? Today, Dr. Dane here talked about it in his Being You class, and Simone talked about it in a call she just did with all the facilitators. Like, gratitude is this, I don't know how to say it, it's just an energy of you. It takes away the lies, the inventions, the points of views, and everything else you've bought from this reality, from other people. It pushes it away and allows you to be you. Your natural capacities and abilities is that you are joyful. I mean, you didn't come in this world as a baby and you were sad and angry the whole time. No, that's something we learned along the way. You come in, no matter what's going on, you're joyful, you laugh, you giggle. What if you would be willing to have that in your life again? No matter what, even if you have a lot of money that you owe other people, even if today you don't have the money to put food on the table, okay, no matter what's going on, what if you would be willing to be grateful to be alive? I guarantee you, if you put away all the thoughts that you've learned from others and you sit and you write down, what are 3 things that I could do well? What are 3 things I can do, even if you don't do them well? You would find there's so much more that you can contribute and receive money for than you even thought. Yeah. So it's really interesting. You know, you could do the clearings, you can ask questions, but this is a choosing, the choosing of being grateful for you. And it could just be that you could be grateful you got out of bed today. You could be grateful you're on a Zoom. You know, if you have nowhere to start somewhere. Money's the same. No matter how much money you have in your bank account, you are still the amazing you. There's only one of you in the world. No bank account could ever show you the gift of you. The bank account is this reality. You are a contribution to the whole world. Every day you ask one question, you just open possibilities that's available for the whole universe. So what if you would also allow all those possibilities in the universe to contribute to what you desire in life? First, you have to figure out, what would I like to have? What would I like to add to my life? Because until you do, you will never know if it shows up. And most of us, we don't ask for enough. So everywhere you've been asking to what you think is the appropriate amount of money, were you just trying to create all that? Right, wrong, good and mad, pump, all night, shorts, boys and meows. Like, for example, okay, you guys are in different countries, different denominations and everything else. So what have you been asking for in terms of money to show up in your life? Whatever that is, okay? Let's say you've been asking for, you know, you'd like to make $10,000 a year, $20,000 a year, $1 million a year. I don't care what it is, okay? whatever that is, ask yourself, is this mine, someone else's, or something else? Find out, like, whose money are you asking for? And if you didn't have to ask for anybody else, what amount of money would you require to create what you know is possible in the world? I was talking to Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, in August. And it was so funny. I was telling him about some things that I would like to create. And I said, yeah, you know, to be able to put this program together and to do these other things, I require $5 million. And he looked to me and he goes, that's too low. And I said, oh, you know, I was thinking per year. And he goes, that's too low. And I was like, oh. So when I really explored it, I was like, he's like, no, what amount of money do you require to create the change you know is possible in the world? I was like, oh, we're talking 500 million to 5 billion or more. He said, ask for that. And I have, because we don't realize, if we base it only by what's in our bank account, we do not realize how much we contribute to things coming into the world, possibilities, but also money. And I realized 5 million is nothing. I can assist people generating, creating, and actualizing $5 million very quickly, because I work with lots of different people, lots of different businesses, and all people around the world. Well, when you ask for that money, you're not just asking for you, you're asking that your contribution is also creating that. So what amount of money would you actually have to ask for to create what you know is possible in the world? And would you be willing to ask for that? And everywhere you made it significant, whatever those numbers come up and all the beyonds of the beyonds of the beyonds that created it, we destroy and create all of it. Right, wrong, getting mad, pump, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. It's not about making that number significant. It's the willingness to think out of the box and to actually explore something greater beyond this reality. So anything that you've decided that is, and what you can and cannot have, we destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump up, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Yay! You're so welcome. Thank you guys. This is so awesome. Okay, we're coming up to our hour. I'm so grateful for you guys. And boy, this definitely didn't turn out to be at all what I ever imagined. There was so much stuff. I had 2 pages of information I wanted to give you as tools, but that's what I love about this. It never shows up the way you think it does. And that's the gift and magic of all of you guys and your energies. And I would like to invite you guys, if you want to continue this conversation of actually allowing everything to grow in your life, including your businesses, whether you know it or not, you have a business, whether you work for somebody or whether you started your own business, it's the business of your life. And I have a 3-part series Zoom coming up in February that I want to invite you to. It's called Allowing Your Business to Make You Money. So what if the business of your life could make you money instead of you having to make money? Just wonder, what else is truly possible when we allow everything to contribute to us, our bodies, our living, and everything that brings us joy? So if that would be fun for you, it'll be in the follow-up email. Come play, because I know there's so much more possible. And I want to thank you guys, and thank you for all your notes here and all your gratitudes here. I'm so grateful. But I want to just say, if you did not choose this today, all the possibilities that got created beyond what we can ever imagine wouldn't have been created. So every single one of you created and contributed generative energies for us to take all these areas that we're uninviting into our lives and open those doors to more possibilities and for more to be available for everyone in the universe, not just the people who came to this class. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for who you are and the gift of you that you just sprinkle into the world every single day. I'm so grateful, and I know so much more is possible. Like this was just like a quickie today. But if it would be fun, come play. I am in different places. I do a lot on Zoom, and I'm also traveling to a lot of different places around the world. Come play. What else can we create together? And what possibilities are now available that weren't available before this call? What futures have we opened, changed, and created that we can now acknowledge? All right, thank you so much. All right, you guys, I adore you. Mwah. Okay, translators, you can stop the recording.